call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City, Iowa, home of the Hawkeyes. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Iowa Hawkeyes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Hawkeyes will get us started with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Penn State's offense will have the opening possession of the game. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off in defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. These Hawkeye fans know exactly what to do to get behind this D on third down. And the pass is incomplete here on third down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. The Nittany Lions will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. So the Iowa Hawkeyes offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country. And how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse, do they let him make it? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups, or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays.
Well, one thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer in his own arm talent. He's the kind of guy that thinks he can fit the football into the smallest windows, but you're right. He's got to pick his battles and be careful when he decides to attack this guy, because he has picked off some really good quarterbacks in the past, and you know he's just licking his chops hoping for a chance today.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They go to the draw. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Hawkeyes in the hurry-up.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
What a tough-minded, hard-edged run. He gets it to the 24.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Motion from the back. Dropping back, it's Baker. Quickly out to the tight end. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. The Hawkeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a space. He's got him still on his feet. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. I have to put that first down behind them. It's 2nd and goal from the 11. Back to pass. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
2nd and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches? Who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody?
Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Iowa! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. And the Nittany Lions with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Bought a little time, lets it go. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Fires to the right. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Great place to start for this offense. Dropping back, it's Baker. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Hawkeye! The offense cashing it in on that drive. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Leaves it with the back. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. They've generated some momentum with excellent performances in Big Ten play, and you can see them growing game by game.
And that's a big deal, too, in the new-look Big Ten Conference. Back in the day when there were divisions, it was a toss-up every year who was going to win the Big Ten West. That was the easier division. But now, it's just who are the best 2 teams out of all these teams, all these quality teams. So it's impressive that this team, David, has put themselves in position to play for the championship.
You ain't lying, especially in this conference. Let's be honest, the Big Ten and the SEC, they've separated themselves from everybody else. And so you're competing in this conference, in the middle of the season, you can finish strong. Now we're not just talking about conference championships. We're talking about where can we be in the playoff and how much damage we can do in the postseason.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. He'll run it again. Brings into the open. Ball down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Dropping back, it's Everett. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. So now it's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of him.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. A great catch and run for 6. And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half when you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be forced out of bounds at his 21-yard line. Not the best field position you could ask for, but they'll get it started there. Iowa has the ball back on offense. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. And the Hawkeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Leaves it with the back. Breaks the tackle. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Looking for a man. It's Baker. Catch in the middle. It's Knowles. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Hawkeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Right on the money. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. During the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. From the gun, the ground game. Oh, better look out. There he goes. Touchdown, Iowa! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5. And the Nittany Lions took those plain headgears, got their blocks, and picked up the first down.
Yeah, and those headgears are a staple, aren't they, of college football? I know exactly what you're talking about, those beautiful helmets. They don't change very much, very traditional. Penn State keeps it simple. Being traditional, running the football.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Nittany Lions in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Nittany Lions are flying down the field. Back to pass, it's Everett. Fires to the big fella. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Finds his man. It's Hilton. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Kinnick is having a conniption fit to try to help the knee on third down. They'll try to power their way ahead. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Man, oh man, am I upset at my offensive line to give up penetration that fast. Man, we blinked and missed it.
He barely got the ball. He just got destroyed immediately. What a great play. Oh, he's got some space. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense, not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Nittany Lions kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with a pickup of 4. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Flips it out on the screen. Got some room headed to the goal line. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State! A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
He'll bring it out. It's Mayer. Delivers the stiff arm. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. To the ground with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Offensively, you want to run that counter, right, to try to take advantage of hyperactive defenses, but just poor execution. Not a good job of understanding where I need to go when I bounce that thing backside, and it bounced outside. You want to take that thing inside, so the offense needs to operate a little bit better and maybe not run as much counter because the defense got it there pretty quick.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Gets the back moving. Back to throw. It's Baker. Fires to the wideout. And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. And the Hawkeyes will call on their punt team. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. 2 running backs alongside the quarterback. They'll start this drive going to the air. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
The quarterback there just trying to go to his primary target. They're just not on the same page.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Trying to make magic up, turning it on. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here.
And it's just a pick-your-poison thing for this defense. They decide to play man-to-man, really good coverage in the back end, taking away the pass, but then what happened? The quarterback sees it. Not only does he see it, everybody trailing their guy, so much space for him. He takes off and makes the huge run for this offense.
Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Now the play fake. Got out of trouble and throws. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Looking downfield, it's Everett. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision here.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Gives it to the back on the draw. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And the draw play, it's about looking over here, look for pass, and then slipping it in real quick. Defense, too quick getting in the backfield, caging that ball, making it stay.
Breaks into the open. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Woods. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. The Hawkeyes will have it 1st and 10.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Wants to throw. It's Baker. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And the Hawkeyes back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Got room to work. Got the 1st down and more.
And this offense has got it all working, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. Defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this rhythm.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Pressure coming. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And this one is perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in. There he goes. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now 1st down from the 37. Back to throw, it's Everett. They're working that left side. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Pulls and fires complete to the right. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Got it in the middle. It's Hilton. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. They'll go to the fullback. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And this fullback, he's a part of the running attack. It's not just going to be tailbacks carrying the football. The fullback, he can do some work as well running between the tackles. He showed you there.
Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
And that was a really big score here at the end of the 1st half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the 1st half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the 2nd half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Catch in the middle. It's Knowles. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. 1st down, 10 yards to go. They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the 1st half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
Get it out to the supersonic guy. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. To the air, it's Baker. Hit as he throws. He's got it. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. And in the waning seconds of the 1st half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. Maybe being on the right hash will help him swing that big leg for this 54-yard attempt. Right down the boulevard. It's good. They double their lead up to 6 here in the 3rd quarter. They're lined up and ready to kick off this 2nd half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Woods. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. The Hawkeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Flips it out in the flat. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He did in that time.
He's got some space. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. This offense looking at a third down after that last completion. Leaves it with the running back. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. And the Hawkeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. They'll leave it with him. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. The Nittany Lions with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking to throw, it's Everett. Flips it out to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. These Hawkeye fans know exactly what to do to get behind this D on third down. Pucks it out of the air. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. And the Nittany Lions have this offense rolling. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man on the right.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. The Nittany Lions pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Quarterback keeper. Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And Artie, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much. And even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So
touchdown, Penn State! Somehow they got up off the deck. They fought back, and they've tied the game.
how about that drive they just put together to tie this football game up? That is exactly what we talked about in the half. Like, coaches circled them up. First drive, set the tone, tie this ball game up. That is great execution out of halftime.
Yeah, David, it looked like they really had a good plan, too. Obviously made some adjustments there at halftime, things that they would come out and try to attack this defense with, and it looks like they found something here, and that is a perfect way to start the second half. Now an opportunity here to take the lead.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. It's on target and complete. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Hawkeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass, it's Baker. It's complete on the right side. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it. You know he's going to come back and make that play for you.
He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. And the Hawkeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back on the move. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. This drive was clicking along, but now it's 2nd and 14. Back to pass. Got his man. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. 3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. From the gun, wants to pass. He got it! Touchdown, Hawkeye! And that one will put him up here in the second half. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there. The Nittany Lions come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
This offense is feeling itself right now, and momentum's coming along with them. Unloads it left. That one came in hot, and it's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a first down. Scanning the field, it's Everett. Takes a hit as he fires. That's caught. It's Hilton. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So first down will open up the final period. To the air on first down. Got his man on the outside. Turning it on. He gets it across the 40 and out of bounds at the 38.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. To the ground to try to move the chains. And I don't think he got there. No, they stopped him short. He does not pick up the first down. Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. Trying to keep the drive alive. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. That's the mindset of this entire offense. They're not going to let you off the hook just because it's 4th and 1.
And that running back, he wanted the ball, too. You could see there right after the third down play, looking at his sideline, saying, give me the ball. I want to go get this. I'm going to make a play for my team. And he comes through big time.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Wants to fire on second down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hilton. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's got it, and he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And now, fourth quarter, 4-down territory almost certainly as they get ready to try to grab the lead. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And they did need that extra point to take the lead, and now they have it here in the fourth. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Baker. Makes the grab. And that's why you do explosive work in the weight room. Arm day's a good thing as he gets it to the 23. The Hawkeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Under fire. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Wants to go up top on first down. Zings it complete to the right. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
From the 33, it's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. He'll pull it on the read. That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves him with 3rd and 3.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. The Nittany Lions are on the move. A first down run on the doorstep. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
And you love giving it to the big boy right near the goal line, plowing ahead. You know he's going to put 2 hands on the football, lower his shoulder. 2nd and goal. You don't need 3rd and goal, thanks to the big fella.
And they did tack on the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. Now on first down from the 28. Defense wants to bring the heat. Looking to throw, it's Baker. Quick completion on the out. Turns it on in midfield. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. This offense always looking for those big, explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. Snagged in the middle. It's Knowles. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance. And the Hawkeyes with the 1st and 10. Here comes the heat. Using the quick game. Lowers those pads. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. This time they'll go to the running game. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Touchdown, Iowa! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Tell you what, great job by this offense, great execution. You drive down the field, you get the score. Now what's your 2-point play? You practiced it all week. What's your go-to in this moment late in the 4th quarter when you need the 2-point conversion?
Well, at this juncture in the game, that was 2 points they needed to have to tie this one up. Now there's tons of pressure on the defense to get the ball back to have a chance to win.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Across the 45. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The Nittany Lions come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Gives it on the option. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He'll keep it himself. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that 7.
Sticks it in his belly. He gets enough for the first down. Crowd is silent. Chains are moving. Clock still going. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They have declared their intentions on this drive, keeping it on the ground. It's 1st and 10 again. They've reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, the possibilities seem limitless.
What a great way to start the season. The best way possible, right? Like 6-0, taking care of business, building momentum. This squad continues to climb up the ranks. They're getting better. They're getting more respect. 6-0 is the best start you could have, Palmer, but they're looking for more.